you ever feel like life is the same day, same routine, everything every day looks the same and just it's really boring? What if I told you that the secret to breaking free is way easier than you would ever think? It's called simply change. And no, it's not as scary as you think. Stick with me for a few minutes and I'll explain you why this is so exciting and inevitable for your life. Change is the most inevitable thing for your life to keep you excited for actually being on this earth. Found one research online and let me read it to you. Neuroplasticity. Research shows that the brain is wired to adapt to new experience through neuroplasticity. Regular change strengthens natural pathways, keeping your mind sharp and resilient. What does this mean? That this means that when you don't absorb change, you'll eventually get bored. It's normal human thing to do while you're living, because when things are just the same and they change, you fall into this some sort of red cycle and you just start falling into this depressive state that you are just so sad about and you cannot really accept, because what would be life if it would be every single day the same? Where would be the excitement? So the actual first point is it literally keeps your life exciting. What I mean by this, it's really freaking good to have your own routine, but you need to change your routine. And let me tell you how. So you change your routine so I know it may be hard for even to build your own routine. And when you get into this routine, you're just in this flow state and you're doing this routine regularly and you're happy in this routine. But after some time, you literally burn out in this routine, and you don't want this, because burnout is one of the most and hardest things to get out. And here is video how you can get out of burnout that I made. So we don't even want to get into this burnout. So what is really important is to just make a new routine. Take a pause for just few days, take this break, and then make new routine, which will lead you to a new cycle that you will eventually break. Life is always about breaking and doing something. Life is not about completely settling, because when you settle in this comfort zone, you will never ever grow again. And life is all about growing. Life is growing. Life is literally you were born to grow and to. I know this may sound depressing for someone, but it's our purpose to grow, do your purpose on this earth, and then die. And your physical body will leave this earth, but your mental and your soul will stay in the universe. And then I don't know what will happen. Maybe you'll go to heaven, or maybe you'll reincarnate to tree or some animal. I don't know what you believe in, but I believe in that soul is staying in this universe forever, and it's just on you how you will choose to live your life on this earth. So live your life to the fullest and don't fall into this place of negativity, to staying in one change and staying in one routine and being scared to change it, because it's inevitable. You have to change it if you want to grow. You have to, let me tell you. So when you want to grow plant, first thing you're going to do is just to put it in water so that their roots can spread out. Then you have to put it into the pot. So you put it into the pot and you are putting water over it so that it grows. You take care of it, and at one point this plant gets so big that the pot is too small for it. So you have to plant it to a bigger pot. And that's the reason why change is so inevitable, because this plant would stop growing if it would stay in the small plant, if it would stay in this small pot. But if you were going to replant it to a bigger pot, the tree or plant will grow and expand. And that's all about your life, that you should take this change you should change your pot, or however you want to call it. Change your environment, change your routine, change everything, change your appearance, change the way you talk, shift your reality, quantum jump, literally do anything to change. You can't stay forever the same. Life would be so boring if you would stay forever the same. I would be so bored. I always constantly change my style of environment that I like, or I change the colors that I love. When I was younger, I loved pink. Now I love blue or whatever, purple, red. I loved yellow. And like the life is always about the change. Even when you grow up, every 7 year your taste buds are changing and you like different things. You like different foods. So maybe let's say you didn't like tomatoes when you were 6, but now right now you're maybe 15 and you love tomatoes and you're obsessed with tomatoes. And that's literally about the change. Because if you would also eat the same food every single day, even if it would be your favorite food, even if your favorite food is pizza, and you would eat this like 1 year straight, 2 years straight, you would hate it. You would hate it through your core. And we cannot make this thing into your life that you hate your life, because it's the same as with the meal, as with the pizza. So let's say you eat pizza for 1 week. You're really excited and you're just like, oh my God, I love pizza. Then you eat pizza constantly for 1 month and you're just like, oh, like I would love to eat something else. And then 1 year or 2 years goes by and you're just like, oh my God, I hate pizza. And that's just like with your life. Your routine is okay for a month, even 5 months, even 1 year. But then it becomes boring to you, and you will stay in this one comfortable place, and in this comfortable zone you will build up this comfort zone, which you have to get out. Never ever settle in a comfort zone. Like, I'm trying to do this, and every time I settle in comfort zone, I know something is wrong and I feel bad, I feel shitty, my intuition gets worse, my brain, literally I have brain fog in my head, and I have so many things that are wrong with me. Like, I cannot do my routine properly, I'll stop workout, I'll stop eating healthy and all of that stuff. So what's really important to me is just constantly at least change a bit my routine, and then I'll suddenly change it completely. Because like, what I think, I'm not scientist, but what I saw on me, like the thing that happens in my life, that I live on one place for less than 5 years. I know some people can't move every 5 years, and this was not my fault. I couldn't do anything with it. This is the thing that I'm most grateful for, because when I was younger, I was moving every 3 or 4 years. So I've never ever settled down somewhere. So that means that I didn't even have the same friends. And that was really great for me, because I experienced so many things, so many places, so many energies, which just shifted my perspective and my point of view of things that I like and things that I want to do in life, and things that literally makes and approves myself. So basically every challenge that comes up with a change pushes us forward, makes us stronger, makes your skin literally thicker, and for you to grow. And you cannot even imagine how like helpful is this in life, how inevitable it is to change everything. Like, you cannot even have the same friends for the rest of your life. Of course you can have one friend that you will talk to the rest of your life, but you will never ever have like 5 same friends for the rest of your life. I don't know if this will make sense you, but that's just reality. And it's not just like said reality, but for me it's just something that you have to accept, that people in your life change. Something have to be always renewed. Like, for example, let's say even your physical body, if your body wouldn't just like, if your skin wouldn't always change and scrub out, and you wouldn't like exfoliate your skin, like naturally your skin exfoliates while you sleep or when you shower, and if this would not happen, you know how would you look like? You would look old. You would look so old, because your cells would not exchange. Even your blood cells and cells have to like go into the cycle and always be renewed, because if they would not be renewed, even you could develop some sort of disease. And that's the same thing as if you would not change your things mentally. You would get mentally ill. You would get mentally ill. You will develop some sort of disease. So that's why it's so important to always constantly do some changes in your life, even if it would be in your environment, even if it would be in your closet, even if it would be in your appearance and the music you listen. If you would listen constantly the same playlist, you would get tired of it, and you could get literally sick listening to music that you like, because you are no longer so aligned with this music, and it's really important. And if you would not do this change, you would not get nostalgia. And also, you know how beautiful thing is nostalgia? Imagine you would never ever get nostalgia if you would still play with the same things as you were a kid. You would not get nostalgia while looking at these toys and this great warm feeling and this literally feeling of moving and developing your character and yourself. You would mentally be stuck at one place. And if you want to mature, and if you want to really like grow and expand on this earth, you have to incorporate more changes into your life. Another thing is that change helps discovering new opportunities. So let's say if you'll do change, you can find a new career, you can find new friends, new people, new hobbies that you like, and literally you will expand, and you will be just like this multitasking and multifunctional person in this time. You will develop so many skills that will lead you to better careers, better opportunities, better traveling opportunities. Like if you would constantly travel in the same place, you would get so tired and used to it that it would no longer be exciting for you. But if you would travel, like let's say to the Europe, to the US, to the Asia, you would constantly be in a line with new cultures and with new foods, and your brain will grow. Right now I watched one podcast when there was one neuroscientist which talked about how important is change for brain growth. So if you want your brain to be like this big fluffy thing, let's say tofu, how they said it in this podcast, you have to incorporate change into your life. Another thing is that you need to learn habits that will help you to break this cycle. So basically bad habits. You can work on your bad habits by journaling or going to the therapy or using BetterHelp. BetterHelp is not sponsoring this video, but I know it's like online platform which helps people to change their therapist without additional charge. So this might help you. I don't know. I've never been on therapy, and maybe I should go on therapy. But what I have done was really work on myself. I journaled it out. I talked to so many people about it. And what personally helped me the most was spending time alone, because when I was younger I couldn't spend time alone, and I was constantly spending time alone. But actually when I realized that I really need this time to spend alone to make changes, really clicked in my head, and I realized that I love spending time alone. And if I would not spend this time alone, I wouldn't get out of my traumas and out of my bad habits. And one thing that helped me like the most is, first of all, God, and second of all, walks. Like I walked like 12,000 steps every day without phone, without people, just me walking in the nature. And that really helped me. And it was also beneficial for my health and for my digestion and all of that stuff. But what was the most important thing was that it really helped me with my mental state. Not even like in my physical body. Like, of course, walking will help you so much in your physical body, but the thing that helped me was mostly the mental part. Walking helped me mostly in the mental part of my being. As I mentioned, doing the same thing over and over again can cause a burnout. And guys, you know how burnout is literally the most hardest thing to get out. When you burn out, you feel like you cannot get out of this. You feel like the life is over and that everything is against you. But remember, nothing is against you. Everything happens for you to grow. So even when you burn out, you have to learn that this happened to you to make you stronger, to make you literally stronger. Like, if there wouldn't be rain over the trees, they would not grow. So you literally need rain and then sun for them to grow. So if there would be only sun, they would dry out and they would die. So guys, get ready for bad times. Because for me, I don't see in my life bad times as bad times. Oh, like obviously I'm more sadder and like even let's say more depressed in those times, but always I realize this happens for me and it's teaching me something. And when I'm constantly in this like positive mindset, the positive things will come into my life more frequently. And I'm still learning and fighting with this, but guys, take my advice and don't be stubborn and literally just do change if you don't want burnout. Literally being in the burnout is one of the shittiest moments in your life that could happen to, but they are also inevitable for you to grow. Another thing why change is so important is that it expands your creativity. So when you do change, your brain is forced to think differently. So your brain will find out new creations and more procedures in your life. You will get more creative, so you will have more and more ideas in certain things. So for example, you can get better business ideas, or you can get more for example, how what happens to me, that I get more choreos, dance choreos ideas, or maybe video ideas. So that's really important. Change supports your creativity. So if you will constantly change, maybe you'll find out in yourself that you are just like really creative person. And when you thought that you are not creative person, just do the change and force your brain to do change, because then your brain starts to be in this not really surviving mode, but in this mode finding what's the best for you. So it's get creative. You know what I mean? Also, relationships will get stronger with the change. So if you would with your friend do constantly the same thing, you even may get bored and you might stop talking. But if your relationship, if you will try together new things, you can explore each other more, and you will like realize some things about the other person, and you will get even closer. So if you won't do this change, you can completely separate and your life can go to the other direction, which is also really okay. But if you love some person and you want to keep up with them and just to take this relationship, do the change so that your relationship can get even stronger with the right person. And if this person leaves, that's so okay, and it was meant to be. Like so many people left my life, and I couldn't be more grateful for them leaving, because they made space for new and better people to enter. And right now I'm letting go even of these new people, because I feel in my bones that more and better people are coming and are on their way to me. So guys, do the change so that you can refresh your state of your mind, so that you can be reborn on this earth. Like, you cannot physically be reborn, but you can reborn your state of thinking, your mindset, your physical like appearance, overall mental state. You can refresh and reborn your mental state by change. You literally have to move on from things that are getting old and that are dead. For example, some people stays attached to, like, they cannot get over for some things going to the end. Like, for example, some people cannot get over for like leaving school and for all of their classmates to go their direction. But it's so important to let these people go, because you cannot stay stuck in one place. Life is too short to be stuck in one place. Life is too short to be stuck in one place. Some of the people can't let go of people, relationships, or situations. And if they cannot let them go, they are stuck. They are alone in this place. And when you are alone, your brain's getting smaller and you're getting weaker, because we were created and we are these really social beings on this earth. So literally, you cannot stay stuck on this place, because as you can see, all of these people are just running their direction. So you have to also find your path and run your path and do your purpose in your life. And if you won't do this, and if you will stay stuck in these old situations and you cannot get over that it's over, these things are over and you have to get over it, because these things won't ever come again, because better things are going to come into your life. like, you cannot even imagine, like 100 times better things will come to your life if you will let go of this past situation. If you will stay stuck on this place, nothing ever will be changed, and your life is too short to get and be stuck in one place. So really acknowledge that you can't stay stuck. Please don't be stuck at one place, because that's the place, that's the breaking point. Being stuck on one place literally will make you depressed and will not move you forward. It will literally drag you down. You cannot move forward without change. My quick little story was that when I was younger, as I mentioned, I was constantly moving, and I don't know, it's just like from life. I just received this gift from life. I move every 5 years, and it's really, really great for me, and I cannot imagine living 18 years at one place. If I'm going to tell you that I lived on like 10 places, 15 places in 18 years, it's crazy, I know, but it was something that had to happen in my life, and that made me stronger, and I'm so, so grateful for that. And I'm so grateful, guys. Thank you so much. So grateful for having this constant change in my life, because I could not stay at one place, because it would make me depressed and I would not move forward. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope this helped you, because I want to help as many people as possible, and thank you for being there, because actually if you watch this till the end, I'm so, so grateful for you, because I finally found my right audience, and I'm so grateful for this, because on my TikTok I constantly receive these haters, and it's just about the TikTok algorithm, which is really just up. But YouTube just found you to find me, and we literally got together so well, and I'm so grateful for you to be there. And when I read your comments, I'm so grateful. Like sometimes I even like some sort of cry, because some of the comments are so brutal that I'm like, oh my god, that's so kind. Like, I don't react on hate comments, but I can feel your energy through your comment. And if you will comment anything down below, I will be so, so grateful for this. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay strong, do changes, and evolve in your life. If you want to watch any other of my videos, go check on my page. There are just like tons of them. And guys, I love you so much. Bye.